Have you ever wondered how the notorious Hells Angels Motorcycle Club came into existence? The roots of this iconic group trace back to San Bernardino, California, in the year of 1948. The founders were not just any ordinary men, but a group of hardy individuals, most of whom were ex-World War II servicemen. These were men who had witnessed the horrors of war, yet found a sense of brotherhood and camaraderie in the face of adversity. This camaraderie led them to form a bond on the home front, a bond that found expression in the form of a motorcycle club. An important aspect of this brotherhood that is often overlooked is the deep respect they have for their fallen members. It is not uncommon for the Hells Angels to hold elaborate funerals and memorials, honoring their departed brothers with dignity and reverence, carrying forward their legacy. The name Hells Angels was inspired by a bomber squadron from the war, a name that evoked both fear and respect. It was a fitting choice for a group that sought to create its own rules, life on their own terms. Thus started the journey of the Hells Angels, named after warriors in the sky, now ruling the roads. From the birth of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, there has always been a strong emphasis on symbolism. Their badges and patches are not just mere decorations, but a significant part of their identity. Each carries a unique meaning, reflecting the club's history, values, and the individual members' achievements or standing within the group. The Death Head logo, a skull with wings, has become a symbol of fear and respect, synonymous with the Hells Angels. But it's not all about the road and brotherhood. Over the years, the Hells Angels have faced numerous attempts from law enforcement agencies trying to infiltrate their ranks. These attempts, often led by undercover officers, were aimed at gathering intelligence on the club's activities. Despite these challenges, the Hells Angels have managed to maintain their solidarity, often tightening their ranks in response. So you see, the badges and patches are more than just symbols. They are a testament to the Hells Angels' resilience in the face of adversity, a mark of their refusal to conform to societal norms. It's this spirit that has allowed them to survive and grow, even as they courted controversy and faced opposition. This chapter in the 1960s was a meaningful turning point in the Hells Angels' evolution. The question arises, what made it so pivotal? During this decade, the club underwent a dramatic expansion, spreading its wings beyond America to touch global shores. The recognizable insignia of the Hells Angels began to mark its presence in new terrains, from sunny Californian coastlines to the ever-vibrant streets of London. With an increasing geographical reach, the club's notoriety magnified. The Angels found themselves entwined more and more in a complex network of unlawful endeavors. They transitioned from adrenaline junkie bikers to figures associated with drug trafficking and violent crimes, casting an ominous shadow over their famed leather jackets. The situation escalated with the Altamont Free Concert in 1969, where the Hells Angels were entrusted with security. This decision resulted in a lethal incident, further solidifying their infamous identity. This event was a critical juncture that exposed the club's darker undertones to the Hells Angels had transformed into an entity that was both feared and fascinating. Which image does the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club project in our society today? It's an intriguing debate many mull over, yet few can provide a clear-cut response. The club has seen immense growth, with membership exceeding 2,000 individuals distributed across 6 continents. Their notorious reputation as a hardcore outlaw motorcycle club persists, underlined by their continued involvement in organized crime. However, they aren't solely perceived as shadowy figures. Quite astonishingly, the Hells Angels are acknowledged for their active participation in charity events and fundraisers. They spearhead toy drives for children during the festive season, and fundraising rides for a variety of causes. They're recognized in the public sphere as not only feared bikers, but also magnanimous contributors. This public image dichotomy, the hardened biker with a heart, is a captivating facet of the contemporary Hells Angels. Caught in the crossfire between the appeal of the open road and the unwavering grip of the law, the Hells Angels indeed embody a paradox. The Hells Angels, a paradox of fear and fascination, continue to ride on. Ever pondered about the complex architecture of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club operating behind the scenes? Wondered about the regulations that this infamous group adheres to and the who orchestrate their actions? Modern-day Hells Angels gives us a glimpse of the stringent code of conduct that Hells Angels live by. Their code stresses on fidelity and mutual respect, with brotherhood forming the very foundation of the club. Breaching these rules can lead to grave repercussions, including dismissal from the club. Over the epochs, an array of presidents have led this club, each infusing their unique leadership persona. Sonny Barger, a founding member, stands out because of his significant impact in molding the club's identity. Today's leaders continue to adhere to and foster the club's long-standing principles, overcoming the trials of leading a group perpetually under society's and law's radar. Despite the infamy surrounding them, the Hells Angels follow a strict code of conduct led by figures who represent their beliefs, a proof of their intricate and multi-layered identity. So, what makes the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club tick? From humble beginnings, this group has evolved into a global sensation. Birthed from the aftermath of World War II, the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club was established by a group of rebel bikers yearning for companionship and identity. Their growth was swift, and their fame grew concurrently. Episodes of aggression and illegal activities have tarnished their image, yet they've managed to keep a certain mystique. Their sway is irrefutable, seeping mainstream culture and forever altering the public's view of criminal biker gangs. Today the group continues to flourish, albeit shrouded in continuous contention. They've transformed, adjusted, and withstood, managing to preserve their fundamental principles of brotherhood and liberty. Their story is a complicated mosaic, embroidered with elements of defiance, fellowship, and notoriety. Ultimately, the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club continues to be a mystery, a symbol of defiance and freedom, enveloped in a cloak of mystery.